Alright, what is up you guys? Today is going to be a very special day. This day is going to be absolutely mental. We are going to be playing with TNT, and no, you are probably thinking, Sub, why would you be playing around with TNT? That is not the least bit safe. Well, I know that, and that will not matter, because we all know that I am Sub-Zero, and I will not get myself hurt. Around here we only get hurt a teeny tiny bit, and we just bear the pain because we are real men. And women, of course. Cannot forget the women in the audience. So as I am just looking around here how we can blow this wither thing up, you should notice that I am wearing new shoes. Totally irrelevant to the game that we are playing, but I got myself some new shoes. But moving on with the game. So what we have to do is just blow up the withers and such that the game spawns in with around 1 million freaking TNT. Now this would not be as easy if I did not have a master's degree in demolition and such. Yes kids, go to school. Maybe one day you will be able to do the same things as I do. So that was no success. But we cannot quit now. We will fight on. We will battle the real estate industry by giving these houses a so-called bomb over. So since the first try with the hero Brian did not turn out as planned, we will have to try again and maybe another time, and maybe we will not be done until bedtime. Who knows? Anything can happen in the next 13 minutes, and that is just the way we like it. And of course we all like to blow stuff up, but that is besides the point. So if my calculations are correct, which they are, more TNT will equal more explosive power, and that will lead to more damage to the wither. I feel like such an anarchist when doing stuff like this. Just a little innocent rioting. We can do whatever we want, and that again is just the way we like it. So the hard part about this kind of ordeal would be destroying the wither as well. The area around him will be no big deal, but the collateral damage that we will have to do to get that son of a gun down will be high. But at least if we get a lot of TNT, that will not be a big deal after all. So now most of the TNT that we will be needing should all be in place. And then a last check, and we will blow this thing up like a fried turkey gone bad video. So that looks like quite the success. Or was it? Wait, did this not count? The guy is literally gone. Like there is nothing left but this little pile of dirt. You have got to be kidding me. I want to talk to the manager. Oh wait, he actually ended up surviving. Well, that is just not the way that I wanted this to go, I know that for sure. But I suppose we do not have a manager around? Alright, that will not matter one bit, because like I said earlier, we will try again until we make it work. So with some slight adjustments, this wither, including the dirt pile, will be going sky high in a couple of seconds. Well, we should have most things figured out right about now, and so we can move on to the next stage, which will be the roof of the house. And this will be important, because it will connect the chain reaction. So we got to have that going. But now we should be moving on to the last stage shortly, after a last check to make sure that everything is in place where we want it to be. And then we are ready to go. Moving on to level 3, which will include even more explosives. In total probably around the number 1 million. But then again my calculations might be off a couple of TNT bars. Time to get your hype on. We are turning it on inside, and then we will have to make sure that we get out of the explosion area before all of these go off. And that sounds easier than it actually is. So we should have it out of the way now. And oh my god, are you kidding me? I was just thinking about that hero Brian guy, and I have no idea how many times I had to make him explode until he stayed away. I mean twice? Really? I have no idea how that did not turn out just straight up perfect. We did everything right. We even got the explosives on top. But the guy is still partially intact. But why are you doing this to me? Okay, so maybe if we change it up just a little bit. The last 2 tries were really coordinated and stuff. So how about we just put some TNT around and hope for the best? Maybe the problem we encountered with the guy himself will solve itself if we add some randomness to the equation. If this does not blow it up, then we will have to check a whole different route. Then we will have to get back to the drawing board. And please go kaboom this time. Wait a second, just give it some time. And again we are faced with the harsh reality of blowing stuff up. It definitely is fun, but the science behind it is where these details are hiding. How about we just try to get the pressure as high as possible inside of him or something, and try to fill that thing up like a turkey on Thanksgiving. Make mama proud please. I know you can do it. And of course we are faced with defeat, but I cannot let this hold me back. I will not stand for it any longer. This guy will be blown up. Even if it kills me, then I would die with my dignity in my back pocket. That is where I keep it. It is safe there. No one checks the back pocket. Do do they? I really do not think so. I do not even wash my pants anymore. I am scared that my dignity gets wet and then I will have to put it in rice overnight. That is really not a fun experience. I do not know what the actual struggle is with this guy. I think it does not hit all the parts of the him or something, because when one TNT does blow up, it triggers the others. Then if a second explodes, the others that were already triggered will get blown all across the yard, but will not explode near the guy, so nothing of the guy himself actually blows up. Good God, you are smart, sub. How can I even be struggling with this? So this time we will do it all correct. We will try to deal as much damage as possible on the inside of the guy, which might sound weird, but just stick with me, alright? But we will set the other TNT close enough so they can still get triggered. That will have to be the recipe for success. I do not get how this will not work out. This is pure gold right here. So when everything is said and done, we can run for cover again and blow this thing up. Make it say kaboom, or any other explosion noises that you can make with your mouth. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we still have no clean explosion. Frick. This is going to be a long day if we want to get even remotely far. Maybe I will need to cage him a little better. Or do I call him them? Because there are 3 heads. So I guess the randomized TNT spread was the best so far. We only left behind the pile of dirt, but for some reason, right now the dirt is not the problem. The guy is not the problem, but the actual head itself is the problem. I cannot seem to get the head off of this place. Maybe we should hire a sick DJ to tear him up or something. I mean, I don't know, that was a really bad joke, but this will have to work right. I guess with the right placement all of these heads should just work, but for some reason I cannot get this done. I wonder why, and we will try again. Let's just say the millionth time is the charm. Please, come on. And we finally have a success. Even with this much defeat we fight on until the end. I cannot believe how hard that one was, but that does not make me excited for level 3 or stage 3. If level 2 already was this hard, I guess we can only be scared. And I do not think that this is an irrational fear that I'm experiencing. This is just the fear of never finishing a fight with this guy. If I start one, I will finish it. Otherwise I will try until I finally do it. Until I finally blow up the last wither in this game. God, this is such an amazing job. It is really intense though. So to say that this one proves to be a hard one is quite the understatement of a lifetime. If I do not finish this, I will fail. And I do not want to fail. I rather hurt myself than not succeed in life. So let's fill this bad boy up with the TNT and we can say bye-bye to this little Casa. So, little Casa, meet me, the explosive man, also known as Sub-Zero. I will blow you up like you were not even there. Luckily this time, we have enough TNT. We started with 20 something and now we have got around 1 million and still have a lot of them left. If this will not be a succeed, I will actually wash these pants, and I will was my dignity right out of it, like it was never there, like it is supposed to go. Me running away with the victory. With this one I think that preparation is key. Like my boy DJ Khaled always says, if you want to blow stuff up, you should do it right. Major key, bro. I swear I am not fooling you. We are pretty much best friends. In my sweet, sweet dreams, I wish I could be cruising around on a jet ski with DJ Khaled. He is like a fluffy marshmallow. Sweet and soft, with a touch of success. So now that we have the last block of dynamite, we can start getting our hopes up high and our heads down low. This should be a big bang. Even if it does not end up tearing the wither to the ground, it for sure will be a huge explosion. We just got a buttload of TNT to sprinkle on this thing. So this is said to be an explosive finale, and I think you would be quite right to say that. Just tap that TNT and let it all go. Everyone, get back from your screen. This will be the biggest bang of the day. Alright, just to be safe. And we end up with 1 block remaining. 1 single block that is left standing. I cannot believe that this game is putting me through this. If this was a perfect world, I would have already beat the darn thing. I would be done, lounging on the couch in my house, probably celebrating with my dead fish a little. That would be amazing, but no. We have to take the hard road, the beaten path, as you will, just to make sure that we do not end up with another block remaining. All of these explosions kind of make me think back to the time that I worked in the mines in Chile. It was a tough time, you know, just mining all day, seeing almost no daylight. The sun was a gift that we did not get on Christmas, especially when parts of the mine collapsed and we had to survive down there. slaying off the zombies and skeletons. And those big spiders were horrible. It was not a fun time, but I did get to ride that weird elevator thing out of the mine that made it all go by a little quicker. But you know, beggars cannot be choosers. I wanted to work in the mines. No one forced me to. I thought mining was big fun. Turns out it is not. Toughest job ever. I am physically not that strong, and that did not make it easy at all. But you will find out if we got all of the heads after the commercial break. I am kidding. Of course there is no break. And of course we did not make it to the next stage here. Just one guy that ended up surviving the blast. So that means that the third time will have to be the charm, right? We had 2 left on the first try. We have 1 left on the second try. So now on the third try we will have 0 left. And then we can all go and party and have a good time and probably fail the next level, like 10 times. And then we will all go to sleep because this is exhausting. So let's stick our heads together. That was a pun. We are trying to light it up with some random place dynamite again. It is not a bad idea because it worked on the other guys. But this one is so big that luck will have to be on our side for a change. We can do this. It is easy. Just blow it up. Like my dad used to say, if you do blow up the whole guy in one go, the mess will be too big to recover and you will be grounded. I blew up our first mob like a champ. The fact that this is just a pain in the butt does not make it easier. If anything, it makes it harder. So if you want to take anything from this, and please do not go and blow up your own wither, but just make sure that no matter how much you fail, you persevere. Just push on and try again, until it does work. That is how this life goes. So whatever you end up doing in life, just do not start blowing things up just for the heck of it. This thing will meet its maker, and that would be me. This wither will go down by my hands, or explosives. Whatever floats your boat. Maybe with the random placement of explosives to the side of the guy, we can eliminate the chance of some part of the head staying up. And the world is going to be completely filled up, so if that metaphorical roof does not go, I am going to be mad. Just like when I was trying to get that elevator. The normal elevator, not the Halloween one. That one was kinda fun. So coming back on the wither, with the map being all filled up at the end, I actually ended up putting some TNT on the guy, so that it can spread out a little bit and do more damage to the surrounding area, which means that there will be no random dirt blocks that make my life hard. And the best of all things, we will get our own little fireworks show right to your own monitor, or laptop, whatever you use. Geez. So we shall light this place up like a Walmart on Black Friday. And please tell me that this thing is gone when I look. I almost do not dare to look. I am so done if this does not work. And look at that. It did not work. I put that attic full with explosives. There was no space left to put any. I even end up with 2 explosives that did not go off. That is a load of bull if you ask me. This is one way to make me mad. You know that. I am trying my best out here and this thing is not working the way it is supposed to. So next tactic, sub. Come on, pull it out from in your square brain. The only way this will work is if we get the right distance between every single piece of explosive. Not a constant length between every explosive, but they all have to be set right to each other, so none end up blowing away without actually blowing anything up, and so no explosives remain untouched. They all need to blow, and they all need to do it coordinated enough to make the explosion feel like one cohesive effort, not unlike the other things we have tried. Now if all these distances between the explosives are set properly, we will end up going to the next level. If not, we will end up doing this one again without knowing what to even do to actually make this house go kaboom. Right now I kind of feel like that one guy that is an explosive expert in that old cartoon. What was it called? Atlantis. Right, that was it. He also kept saying kaboom. He said something like, kaboom, problem is gone. Good times. So let's light up the middle one, and fly to safety. No harm shall be done to me, only to the empty wither shell. I swear. The worst part is the suspense, like the time between when the TNT is about to explode, and where the smoke clears is so long. It eats away my insides, man. That is unheard of. So we did not make it. Again, we ended up with a couple loose blocks. But let's just fill this thing up until it explodes by itself. Just fill it up until nothing fits anymore and it just falls apart. So if this works, like the simple tactic, I will be so done. I will just stop then and there. Alright, even though it did not end up exploding completely, but I guess that I will see you guys, and maybe this very wither, in the next video.